So in my past few videos, I've been mentioning a certain film that I would actually go ahead and give you the guys the honor of reviewing. So today, I'm going to keep that promise. I'm going to review The Dark Knight Rises on Blu-ray. Oddly enough, one of my favorite films of this year. I actually found The Dark Knight Rises to be superior to The Dark Knight. Now, oh wait, this isn't the film that I promised to review? Oh, yeah, my mistake. What I meant to review today was the Amazing Spider-Man Blu-ray. Again, one of my favorite films of this year. I actually found this Spider-Man film to be superior to the other Spider-Man films directed by Sam Raimi. Wait, this isn't the film that I promised to review? You sure? You sure about that? Oh, yeah, I know which film you're talking about. Oh, my mistake. Sorry about that. I'd like to review The Punisher, starring Thomas Jane and John Travolta. This film, even though I'm not a big Punisher fan, I actually did rather enjoy. I promise to review this little gem either. You sure about that? Go ahead and review it. I'll put in some joke. You sure? Sure about that? I'll get something. Hold on. Batman Year One, the graphic novel. Yeah, probably one of the most important Batman graphic novels of all time. Again, this isn't the thing I was talking about in the last few videos. I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, I just went through a bunch of other shit. You sure this isn't it? My mistake. My mistake. How about we talk about the Man of Steel trailer? I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it was really good. No? You sure about that? I could talk about that for a few minutes. It'd be better than something else I was planning. Yeah, I know. Maybe the new Star Trek trailer. How about that? I mean, that looked pretty good. I mean, I can talk about that for months. No? If it'll shut you up, can I wash a car for you? No? Okay, then. I don't see anything. Oh, look, no. I wonder what I can be reviewing today. Alright, today I'll be reviewing Jack and Jill. God damn it! I've been trying to not review this movie for days. Or weeks, whatever. I haven't been keeping track. I've just been worried so much about reviewing this. I mean, yeah, I know you could say I already sat through the movie, so the punishment's already done, but really, it's bad enough to sit through the movie, but then to recall all the memories about it, it's even worse. I didn't want to put my audience through this, but I promised it. I gotta keep that promise. So, watch it. Watch my review. I really don't know what I could say. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to do the review, but I really don't know what to say. You know what? Actually, I can say this. This is probably the worst, I repeat, the worst film I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't even really think I can hesitate on that. That's the most honest I could possibly be at this point. I mean, this is the worst film I've ever seen in my life, period. I know what you're saying. You're probably saying, oh, 1, 2, 3 movies rule. There's gotta be worse films out there. Like, what about The Room or Troll 2 or, you know, or this or that, blah, blah, blah. No, this is the worst. This is the worst film I've ever seen in my life. Granted, I haven't seen Troll 2 or The Room or anything like that, but this is probably the worst film I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, damn. That's pretty harsh. I mean, that's bad. I mean, yeah, I haven't sat through Troll 2 or anything, but that'd be worse if I claimed this is a worse movie than Troll 2 or The Room. This is the absolute worst film I've ever seen in my life. And I have seen some shit over the years. But, I promised to review this, so let's get started. First of all, I want to just tell you this. This is the whole joke for the movie. Adam Sandler is dressed up like a woman and has a screechy, annoying voice. Like I said in Paul Blart Mall Cop, your reaction right there basically is going to sum up your reaction for the entire film. If you laughed at that, then you will sadly like this film. If you didn't laugh at that, you're a sane, normal human being. Good for you. And stay away from this film. That's all I can say about that. But that's not funny. Seeing a man dressed up like a woman for an hour and a half and have an annoying voice is not funny. I really don't think I can say anything else but that. That's not funny. That's like something that you that you think is funny when you're 5. And even then, I don't even think 5-year-olds will find this funny. Because it's not funny. A whole, like maybe, like for like a millisecond, that will be funny. But for that to be the whole premise of the film for an hour and a half straight, that's pushing it. That is pushing it off the deep end. You know what? It's not even... it's off the deep end to begin with. It is like levitating. And it's like hitting it with a bat. You know, I'm exaggerating. What else? Trust me, there's a lot of notes on here. I mentioned it was not funny. The pointless cameos. Now, I'm not talking about, like, cameos from, like, this was an Adam Sandler film, so, of course, there were, like, cameos from Adam Sandler's friends, such as, like, Nick Swardson. I don't find him funny at all. And so forth. Pointless as they were, well, not really compared to every other pointless cameo. These weren't pointless compared to the other pointless cameos, because they were his friends. There were some really pointless-ass cameos in this film. I don't remember every last one off the top of my head, but there's literally a list of all the cameos that were in this film on the Wikipedia page. So go check that out, because I swear, I looked at the Wikipedia page, there was a whole list of cameos of, like, actors, and, you know, it's just, they're pointless. They had no relevance to anything. They're pointless. For example, Johnny Depp was in one scene for 5 seconds, and that's really it. And it's not like it was like an underrated actor that needed money. It was like Johnny Depp. He didn't need money. He's Johnny Depp. He's like one of the biggest actors in the world. Why does he need to be in a 5-second scene? You're not even getting that much money for a 5-second scene. I don't know. I don't know. Also, Norm Macdonald. He takes out Joe on a date for, like, a scene. Who thought that would work? Norm Macdonald in an Adam Sandler movie. I want to see the video of that thought process going on. Norm Macdonald in a Happy Madison film. I would pay cold hard cash just to see that thought process. I mean, was Adam Sandler literally just sitting down one day with all the Happy Madison's executives and was just like, gosh, you know what I would like to see? Norm Macdonald in one of my movies. I want to see that. That's the top of my bucket list. I want to see that happen. It doesn't matter what he does. I want to see it happen. I want to see Norm Macdonald in one of my movies. I don't care. I don't care how you make it happen. Make it happen. I don't care if you have to blow up the damn moon to make it happen. Make it happen. Norm Macdonald, I don't get that. Pointless cameo, people. Just have a shot of anything. But like every pointless cameo you see, you will be dead by alcohol poisoning by like minute 30. I bet you. What else on my list? Another big, just giant FU to intelligence everywhere. The budget for the film, believe it or not, $79 million. Not 79 million hairs, not 79 million quarters, $79 million, as in dollars, leafy greens, frog skins, dineros, whatever, money. $79 million actually paid and went towards the production and the making of this film. $79 million. I understand that you're probably saying, well, that's not that much. It really isn't. Which, yeah, to be fair, it really isn't all that much money, especially for any film, but for this film, I'm saying, that is too much. That is that's $79 million too much. This did not need to be actually paid for. That's a problem. Like $79 million. This does not need to be $79 million. That's not right. It needed to be like $1 million. Not even any money should have been put towards this. It should not have been greenlit. In fact, who greenlit this? Who really thought one day, and I get it, it's Adam Sandler and his production company, I get it, but Who really, did anyone, like, stop him? There had to be, like, one person in that office that sat Adam down and said, you know, we need to talk. We really, you think that this is going to be an actual film? You think that this is actually going to be a successful film? Oh, by the way, $149 million made back. I shit you not, look that up. That is horseshit. That is almost like, I don't know the math, I can't do the math off the top of my head, like, that's almost double the amount of what it made, of what it was. That's how close we came, people. It almost made double the amount back. That is horrendous. Just, I hope they saw it ironically. Like, I hope they saw it going into it saying, this is going to be bad, I want to endure it, and I want to see how bad it is. I really want to know. We knew how bad this film was going to be going into it. Just watch the trailer. Again, watching that is just going to, like, sum up exactly how you feel. Because that's the whole movie. The 2 minutes is basically the whole movie. It's not funny. Terrible jokes. Like, terrible, like, pratfalls and cheap, you know, like, punches in the faces or whatever. Really just cheap jokes. Terrible. Oh, and to crown it off, the highest achievement of shit mountain goes to Al Pacino. You know, you're out. Excuse me. But Al Pacino, oh my God, I can't even really say that with a straight face. I can't, no, that's not, no. Like, okay. Al Pacino is in this film. He actually, I don't know who got him, I don't know, but if he signed off on this, if he was actually willing to do this and not forced, if he was forced, I can forgive it. If he was forced into doing this, if Adam Sandler had it blackmailed him, like Al Pacino did something wrong and Adam Sandler was just so happened to be there and he blackmailed him into being in this movie, whatever. You know, understandable. But if Al Pacino willingly did this, like he literally was like, you know what, the script, I like it. Let's do this. And signed off on it. Shame. Shame. S-H-A-M-E exclamation point times a million. Shame. Just, you're Al Pacino. Oh my God. That's disappointing. You were in The Godfather. You were Tony Montana, and you're doing Jack and Jill? Really? He deserved that Razzie. He really did. Speaking of that, this was probably like the only film. Well, I can't be certain. There are probably other movies, but I'm pretty sure this is the only film in existence to win like all of like the Razzie awards. Like the Razzies are like the award ceremonies for like the worst movies of the year. Like yeah, basically that. And this won all of them. Every last one. Even one where it was like best like remake or ripoff, and they thought it was like a ripoff of like an Ed Wood movie, I don't know. That is, that's an achievement. This film, there literally should just now be like an Oscar like award at like the Oscars, like the most. I think the Oscars like should do that. Like the Razzie already do like worst movie of the year. The Oscars should just do that and like. Just like get the people that made the worst movie and just have them all be made fun of right there in the Oscars. I don't know where I was going with this, but Al Pacino in a goddamn this movie. That's sad. That is sad. We had De Niro and in those fucker movies, and now we had Pacino in this doing a Dunkin' Donuts commercial. God. What is... There hasn't been enough crap going on in the world that made you lose your faith in humanity. This will do it. Jack and Jill, the worst film I have ever seen, period. Worst. I have yet to see a movie that actually is worse than this. In fact, this movie, I'm not going to give it no 2, no 1. I'm not even going to give it a 0. You know what? You're out of your mind, man. No, I'm giving it Jack and Jill bad. That's the newest rating on this show. It goes from 10 to being the highest, a great movie, to being Jack and Jill, which is the lowest rating you can get. A film that's so bad that is now the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Jack and Jill. If a movie is so bad, it's Jack and Jill bad. And it's like now the worst movie I've ever seen the new worst film I've ever seen in my life. Period. It's a terrible movie. God, who thought this would be a good idea? I seriously, I'm losing my voice here, but I seriously want to know who signed off on this. Really, give me a name. I want to know. I just want to. I don't want to say. No, I'm not gonna do it actually because I want to be arrested. But who literally thought this was a good idea? I literally want to know his mental state and condition right now. I really would like to know if he was on some type of narcotic. I really would like to know if he was on something. I want to know. These are questions that need to be answered, people. What happened in the Mayan civilization? What is the meaning of life? Who said Jack and Jill was a good idea? That's the newest. If I ever get one question that will be answered immediately, I want to know who said that was going to be good. You know, screw those other questions. Who says this is going to be a good movie? What is their mental condition? These are questions that need to be answered, people. I'm telling you. But I don't. I got a bad throat. I think this movie made me sick. But oh my god, this movie's terrible. It's like probably only the movie that actually literally just pissed me off so bad. It's the first movie ever that made just the worst movie ever, and probably the first movie that just made me just pissed, like physically angry. Like we could have taken that $79 million and gave it to like the poor, and that would have been substantial. We could have did something nice with that money, but no. Oh, it's just fun, Jack and Jill. This isn't even a review, it's a rant.